Hello everyone! Nathan again, mga kababayan. Dito po ako in Quezon City. Again, for those who are new here, I'm a counselor from the Philippines. And my website is onelifeonly.net. Please do visit that website if you want to inquire about what our services are. You'll find all the information you need there. And of course, this video will be on our YouTube channel, and sometimes it's on our website too. So, and there's also a written version of this you can find in our website. So this is a vlog and a blog and also a podcast. So there are three ways you can benefit from this free service that we offer at One Life Only. One is through YouTube, the other one is through Spotify, and the last one would be through our website, onelifeonly.net, where you can read our blogs, all right? Our blog posts. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about a very familiar topic for a lot of people who come to see me, especially when they're in a relationship. And it's pretty common nowadays, well, because there are a lot of opportunities to be unfaithful. You know, before, if you wanted to be unfaithful, you have to meet a person somewhere. But nowadays, you can just go online and you'll find so many ways you can, let's say, communicate with someone you hardly even know. All right. So the topic is what to do after an affair. So this is a big, big question for a lot of people, a lot of couples out there, right? So this is intended, again, this is just me reading the blog post that I just wrote for those of you who don't know. So here we go. This is intended to be a first aid kit for those who are going through a difficult discovery of an affair. Please note that this is not a substitute for seeking professional help. Affairs are situations that would likely require trained assistance or a trained therapist. Some who have taken such events lightly or have let these incidents slip by often end up having to deal with it later with loads of pent-up emotions that make it even harder to recover from. So, you know, there are couples out there who have gone through multiple discoveries of an affair, but have just let them go. And eventually, for the couples that I see, it does catch up with them. All right. Because they are never really settled. And it's almost like a well-kept secret that's never really brought out in the open to be discussed. And I can't blame them. It's hard. It's hard to discuss something as difficult as an affair. Okay. So I'm not sure if I have ever had a blog post or a podcast or a video that enumerates a list of do's and don'ts when it comes to dealing with cheating in a committed relationship, particularly because applying such rules can at times do more harm to an already struggling relationship. So, pwede kasi pag-awayan nyo rin yung mga rules you know. So let me emphasize to you, my audience, that I'm listing them here not because I want to give you easy answers to your situation. Mahirap to. It's not an easy situation to be in. It is exactly that your situations are unique that I want you to take these tips with a grain of salt. I am showing you a list of rules that can generally apply to most cases of betrayal without having to have that paradoxical effect of the couple ending up fighting about the rules instead of facing the problems affecting the relationship. So you're not fighting about the issue, you're fighting about the rules of fighting. So that's what I wish to avoid. Okay. So tip number one, know where responsibility lies. It is often that the hurt partner puts the full blame of the affair on the participating partner. Yes, that is a fact. that the affair or the recourse to an affair is the sole responsibility of the participating partner. There is no excuse for an affair, even as there are major problems in the relationship. However, the difficulties in the relationship are, it is the responsibility of both partners. So the difficulties within the relationship is the responsibility, of both partners. We all have reasons for our behavior, but they are not to be considered excuses. Providing excuses can lead to the participating partner to blame the relationship for the affair. So that's pretty obvious. On the other hand, the hurt partner can justify past behaviors in the relationship. So if the partner who had been unfaithful would use excuses for his behavior, like blame the spouse or the partner for the affair, then the hurt partner would in turn defend themselves and justify whatever behaviors they had in the past. Well, I'm like that because you're like this, you know? So reasons are different from excuses or justifications for either partner. So both partners have reasons, they're all legitimate, but they're not to be considered excuses or justifications. All right? Okay. So tip number 2, problem solve in the immediate aftermath. You and your partner may decide to live separately for the meantime if situations at home become too difficult to handle. This could either be because you have a tendency to escalate or are afraid of how your escalations can affect your children. So one of the tips I can give you as a couple is that pag hindi nyo kaya, if it's too difficult for you to talk about it at home, and mostly this is the case, you can decide to stay away from each other for a while. Okay? Kasi there are other considerations. Baka lalo lang nag-escalate yung away nyo to the point that sometimes it can become physical. You know? So we don't want that to happen. Or sometimes it also affects the children negatively. So secondly, a practical suggestion is check for possible STDs or sexually transmitted diseases. And couples are free to decide if the relationship is worth keeping, but making a decision in an emotionally charged state may not be in their best interest. Delay such decisions until you have returned to calmer emotional states. Withhold conversations about the affair until you are in therapy. So that's common advice for couples who are going through a difficult discovery of an affair. You know, wag muna kayo mag-usap. Don't talk about it at home. Bring it over to the counseling room. Okay? Early on, it may be too much of a stretch for couples to know how to handle the problem without escalating. Remember that what we want is for couples to move forward in their relationship rather than take steps that bring them to even more hurtful conversations. Bring these conversations to the counseling room with your therapist so it can be managed. Okay? Say if couples are left to their own means at home, it could turn out very badly. Okay? So third tip, what questions to ask and how for the hurt partner. So this is for the hurt partner or the injured partner. Okay? So ano yung pwede niyang tanungin and paano niya pwede tanungin? It is understandable that the injured partner will resort to questions fraught with accusations and harsh criticisms toward the participating partner. Focus on what you want to know and tell your partner why that is important to you. Let your partner know that this is part of the process of moving on rather than a way of punishing your partner. So madalas yan, nakikita ko yan. You deserve this. You need to be punished for your past behavior. All right. Instead of saying, I need this so I can move on. All right. So there are tendencies for the injured partner to ask rhetorical and often sarcastic questions to their partners. So may mga questions na alam mo naman yung sagot. Babae, ano ka ba? May sakit ka ba? Ano ka ba? Addicted ka ba? Ganyan. Or babaero ka ba? Ganyan ka na talaga. So, and these can come off very sarcastic. So it is advisable that you make factual disclosures and revelations of your underlying softer emotions of fear and anxiety towards the possibility that this could happen again. So it's better to ask factual questions and also to reveal some of your underlying emotions. And usually these underlying emotions are much softer. There's an old saying in IBCT, or the approach that I use. That's uh, uh, um, there's a soft disclosure and a hard disclosure. All right. So, and most your partner has seen you, the angry you. That's already a given. All right. Your partner already knows that. So what your partner doesn't see is the hurt you, the part of you that is struggling with the fear and anxiety that this might happen again. All right. So this will be all for now. For part 2, well, this is a bit long, so I needed to create a part 2 for this. I will be discussing what the participating partner, yung partner na nagkaroon ng affair, can say or do that can help in moving the process on. All right. So it will also involve how partners can deal with future challenges that can happen if the participating partner is still able to remain in touch with the affair partner. So paano kung office mate sila or business partner sila, what to do? All right. So another common question is it okay for the hurt partner to confront the affair partner? Di ba? So madalas yan, kailangan ko ba kausapin yung, the other person, So should I make a scene? All of this stuff. All right. So see you in the next vlog. All right. So I hope you enjoyed today's presentation on YouTube. And for those of you who want to have a copy of this, it's in written form in my website, onelifeonly.net. And you can find my contact information there, and also what we can do to help you. All right. What One Life Only counseling is all about. And for those of you who prefer to listen, this will be on Spotify too. Okay. One Life Only counseling channel and One Life Only counseling YouTube channel. All right. All right. So you guys take care. Have fun. Bye-bye for now.